Yeah, I wish it was that easy. So we got a Jeep Commando here, a bullnose, that we have a 4-inch stretch on, so we're going to have to do some cutting on the fenders, and we need a way to finish it out. So I'm thinking tube fenders. I grabbed some Gen-Right fenders off my Jeep LJ. We bolted them up to do a proof of concept, and we like what we saw here, so we're going to give it a go. You don't see too many tube fenders on bullnoses, but we think we can pull it off. So with a little careful measuring and some fine artistry by my son on the tube bender, we're off to make some fenders here for Keith. So one of the things I'm really trying to avoid here is having to do any body work or add any material to the front portion of the fender here. So what I'm doing is I'm knocking over the lip of the fender to make it flush or even with this body panel, and this is where I intend to land the front of the tube fender. So here's our before and after. This will not be the last trim on this fender. We have to account for the springs, which as they compress with the shackles in the back, that back tire is going to move backwards. So we need to give this thing a little more room to tuck that tire up into the fender. One thing that's always bugged me about the bullnose is the cutout of the front fender, its style, doesn't match the rear fender. So we're going to fix that when we go install these fenders. So the front and rear fenders will be styled the same way. All right, with the fenders opened up and the math and the angles all calculated, we're ready to start bending some metal. This is Keith. Do I have to pay him when he's working on his own car?
Absolutely, minimum wage. It's California.
I don't know if it's in the budget, Keith. I don't know that I can afford you.
Do we have benefits?
The benefits are in the refrigerator right over there. All right, so we got the frames built, and we're just mocking it up to the Jeep to make sure it fits. Plus, Keith likes me to send him pictures throughout the day because he gets really bored at work. We're going to have to do something creative with the marker light up front, but I got some ideas. But otherwise, everything's fitting real good. I think we're off to sheet metal. That a little further right to that split in the Sharpie line there. So we're clamping for weld right now? Yep. Keep in mind, once we get this all welded together, we can just go back over with that DA sander and sand the top side if there are any lips, and sand those heat dimples out of it too. See, that pulls this side back straight. Well, I mean, we can keep a little gap here. Because you don't see this. If there's a little gap, just weld it. Oh shit, all these tabs are breaking. Are they? Yeah. Alright. Do twice as big. Make a circle. After you do that, do a circle. There you go. It's still not huge and it doesn't look bad. Try to get it. All right, we're throwing the fenders back on for final mock-up. It's amazing how things move around when you throw a little heat at them, but we're ultimately happy with the fit, and we can move on to paint.
this time for 1 and 2.